Magandang good afternoon sa inyo lahat. Total, paparating na yung eleksyon. Huwag nyo
bidder may submit committed of line of credit from universal or commercial bank in lieu of NFCC computation. Class B document. For infrastructure projects, joint ventures shall submit a GBA or joint venture agreement in accordance with RA 4566 and its IRR. Each partner of the joint venture shall submit their respective PhilJEP certificate of registration in accordance with Section 8.5.2 of this IRR, the submission of technical and financial eligibility documents by any of the joint venture partners constitute compliance, provided the partner responsible to submit the NFCC shall likewise submit the statement of its ongoing contracts and audited financial statement. Post-qualification. The post-qualification shall verify, validate, and ascertain all statements made and documents submitted by the bidder with the lowest calculated bid, highest rated bid, using non-discretionary criteria as stated in the bidding documents. These criteria shall consider but shall not be limited to the following. Legal requirements. To verify, validate, and ascertain licenses, certificates, permits, and agreements submitted by the bidder, and the fact that it is not included in any blacklist as provided in Section 25.3 of this IRR. For this purpose, the GPPB shall maintain a consolidated file of all blacklisted suppliers, contractors, and consultants. Technical requirements. To determine compliance of goods, infrastructure projects, or consulting services offered with the requirements specified in the bidding documents, including where applicable. Verification and validation of the bidder's stated competence and experience, and the competence and experience of the bidder's key personnel to be assigned to the project for the procurement of infrastructure projects. Verification of availability and commitment or inspection and testing for the required capacities and operating conditions of equipment, units to be owned, leased, under purchase by the bidder for use in the contract under bidding, as well as checking the performance of the bidder in its ongoing government and private contracts. If any of these ongoing contracts shows negative slippage of at least 15% in any one projector a negative slippage, or at least 10% in each of 2 or more contracts. Failure of the contractor to commence repair works, ongoing contracts within 7 calendar days, and to complete them within 30 calendar days after receipt of the procuring entity notice of defects and deficiencies. Failure of the contractor to commence repair works or contracts with pending certificates of acceptance within 30 calendar days and complete them within 90 days after receipt of the procuring entity notice of defects and failures. Substandard quality of work as per contract plans and specifications, or unsatisfactory performance of the contractor's obligations as per contract terms and conditions at the time of inspection. Financial requirements. To verify, validate, and ascertain the bid price proposal of the bidder, and whenever applicable, the required committed line of credit in the amount specified and over the period stipulated in the bidding documents, or the bidder's NFCC, to ensure that the bidder can sustain the operating cash flow of the transaction. That's all, Mr. Chair.
Thank you, Madam Arnaiz. So, any questions as to the discussion relative to today's relative to the prospective bidders related requirements? By the way, before we're going to adjourn this pre-bid conference, may I request the back secretariat for our schedules.
For our next procurement schedule, please be reminded that this project will be open on July 16, 2024. That's all, Mr. Chair.
Thank you, Engineer Ramos. With that said schedule, kindly arrange to avoid conflict in your travel or in your inspection activities, so that we can attend also to these very important matters relative to our procurement activities. So, anything else?
I think there are none, Mr. Chair. So I move for the adjournment of this pre-bidding conference.
Motion.
So, since there are no more issues and concerns relative to today's private conference, this has been moved for adjournment. Duly seconded. This meeting is hereby adjourned. Thank you.